I'm Gary Rosen, and I'm here with Judge Patricia DiMango, who is one of our new judges on Hot Bench. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Gary. Thank you for having me.
Now, you were a New York State Supreme Court Justice appointed by former Mayor Rudolph Giuliani. You had an amazing position there. Tell our fans and our viewers what exactly you did and your most recent position, and how you got to that point.
Well, when I graduated law school, I became a state prosecutor, and I handled criminal cases at the state level, and during one of my years there, I was cross-designated as a federal prosecutor for 1 year, handling a federal case. I did that. From there, I began to clerk for other judges because I knew, it was one of these things, I knew I wanted to be a judge, and it was just a matter of how do I get there? How do I get there and be the best judge possible? And I did small claims arbitration. I taught different colleges. I taught students at different levels and lectured to different societies, the DA's office, legal aid, because I wanted to build up a reputation of being somebody who was knowledgeable and somebody who was fair. And then ultimately, Mayor Giuliani appointed me as the first Italian-American woman ever to sit on the criminal court bench in the city of New York.
What an honor.
That was a tremendous honor. And, of course, my family was totally pleased, and the Italian-American community, and everyone, because they sort of knew me. And I was in that position for about 4.5 years, and I began the process of seeking the Supreme Court judgeship. And in New York, Supreme Court judges get their position in several different ways. One of them is to be elected by the people. And so I ran on a ballot at an election and a mayoral election, actually. I was one of 5 judges running. I was the only female running, and I was the only female Italian to ever be elected to the Supreme Court bench in Brooklyn. I was elected in 2002, and my career was in all 5 boroughs. I sat in Brooklyn, in the Queens, in Staten Island.
So you were going borough by borough.
I went borough by borough. They moved me through and in and out of the boroughs. I went to the Bronx in the end, which was really a big put. Sometimes things that don't seem so good can end up really being something positive in your life.
And you were a closer.
I was a closer. I was the Mariano Rivera of the court system. And so I closed out a lot of these cases. And ultimately, I was made the administrative judge of Brooklyn Kings County in the Supreme Court criminal term. And it was from there that I came here. That being, I must say, one of my greatest aspirations on the bench, to be the administrative judge there.